and welcome to a new Let's Play with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So this is a game I wish I'd done earlier. This is Super Mario Land, and yeah, very different to dare I say Super Mario Land 2. It does, or at least in the first few stages, does kind of play like Super Mario Brothers. There are a few very big differences. Firstly, the power-ups. Yeah, Mario does not get a fire flower here. He actually gets an ability called the Super Ball, which bounces off the walls and actually can collect coins. Seriously. Honestly, this game still holds up, even though it came out in 1989. Seriously. And especially the artwork, seriously. This is a very early Game Boy game. And you compare this to, say, something like Super Mario Land 2, also on the Game Boy, which came out, I think about 4 years later. Then, yeah, in 1992, so... Actually, I think it was 3 years, sorry. Another thing of note, the Starmen actually play the can-can. I believe this is why the game didn't actually get a release on the, can I even say it now? On the Nintendo Switch Online until they could clear the rights for this song. Either that or, dare I say, the music itself, which was done by Hirokazu Tanaka. Yes, it's not done by Koji Kondo on this one. No, the music's actually done by, Hirokazu Tanaka, who did a lot of early Game Boy games, dare I say. So yeah. Another thing of note is that this one is also not done by Shigeru Miyamoto. No, it was done by his mentor Gunpei Yokoi, who, to be honest, sells out a quite different vision for Mario here. I mean, yeah, the first two levels do play like Super Mario Brothers, like a handheld version, somewhat of a handheld version with different music, but we also have these bony-looking fly things replacing, I guess, the paratroopers from the thing. And the Koopas in this game actually explode, seriously, when you jump on their shells. No longer can you use them to send them elsewhere. But anyway, going back to the thing, the whole story of this game is that we have to rescue Princess Daisy from Sarasaland, which is where we are, from the evil alien Tatanga. Now, if you saw my Super Mario Land 2 Let's Play, you will realize that Tatanga was the boss of Space Zone in that game. Yes, that was his second appearance, this is his first. And the boss fights are very different in this game as well. And this is also the first appearance of Princess Daisy, and then we won't see her for a while. Weirdly enough, in the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie, she was actually taking the role of, Princess Peach, because Toadstool sounds like, because Princess Peach was known as Princess Toadstool back in the 90s, before she went by a Japanese name. So yeah. But here we're inside a giant tomb. This is more, to be honest, this is more the thing I'd expect Lara Croft or Indiana Jones to be in, not Mario, but yeah. Likewise, the Super Ball is a really good power-up to get rid of the piranha plants. They behave the same as in the other Mario games. They come out of the things, they snap at you, and then they go back into the pipe. Though we don't get the fire-breathing variety. I believe this is because this was before Super Mario Bros. 3. Well, I say that. Actually came out in 1989 in, like, Japan, but over here it was, like, 1990 it came out. But the thing you have to watch out for are falling tiles from the roof and these fire-breathing sphinxes. Seriously, they're a thing. Yep. And also the Koopas here, seriously. And yes, you can get in there and actually use the Super Ball to get all those coins. Again, getting 100 coins does give you a 1-up. And towards the end of the stage, as I say, we will get past these fire-breathing sphinxes to face a giant lion boss. Getting past him is not easy, but you defeat him in the same way as you did Bowser in Super Mario Bros. You actually go beneath him, and if you don't have, like, the Super Ball to defeat him, I don't know if you can jump on his head, don't think you can, but yeah. Also, yeah, I think you can use the Super Ball. That's a given. And yes, it is called the Super Ball, not the thing. Definitely not the Super Bowl. Certainly not. Yeah, but that being said, let's go through here. Also, I like the fact that adding to the quirkiness of this game is the fact that the 1-ups are actually hearts rather than 1-up shrooms like in the main Mario games. So yeah, we're even having a very different take on the Mario games here. And one that came at, I guess, at the peak of the 2D Mario games. Because, I mean, this game came out over here, at least, before Super Mario Bros. 3. And look how short it is. I have even got past the first boss in the space of 5 minutes. Again, this is a handheld game on the Game Boy, so yeah. At the end of each stage, instead of Toad saying the princess is in another castle, one of Tatanga's minions actually pretends to be Princess Daisy, seriously. But, yeah. The bonus game, I'm guessing, is a game of chance. You can get various power-ups that way. And then we get to this stage, which is a water stage, I guess, with a bunch of bony fish, which predates, I guess, Super Mario World, which will come out, I think, 2 years later on the SNES. So yeah. Likewise, we cannot defeat the fishies without using the Super Ball. And yes, that's the only other power-up other than the Super Shroom that's in this game. So yeah. And also note the bonus level music, the da 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 da. Yeah, this is where it originated, not in Super Mario Land 2. Though apparently, dare I even say it, Kazumi Tataka actually borrowed the theme for one of the levels in Pumpkin Zone. So yeah. And I like how I like the fact that it's how this holds up so well, even more than well, 35 years later now. Seriously, it's been that long since this game came out. I was hoping to do this first, but whatever. Guess I'm doing it now. As I said, this will be a fairly short Let's Play. It'll only be 3 episodes because of how short this game is. And the skeleton fish actually literally explode when you jump on them. And Cedra, what are you doing here? Seriously, who put a Pokemon in this game? But that being said, let's get some more coins. What's weird, dare I say it, the power-up there does actually resemble somewhat of a glowing version of a fire flower. So, yeah. But I fell down. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I fell through the thing, but yeah, those platforms I do not like. Seriously, you step on them, they fall down. That is how they work. Seriously, after each stage, getting to the bonus game gets a bit harder because you have to get to the top of each tower to get to it. Seriously, again, you can get a lot of lives if you do get it right. Again, I am using the reverse thingy to get it, but, yeah. But that being said, the next one has us dealing with weird-looking bathyspheres? I don't know. This game's already weird enough without the addition of the bathysphere enemies, or maybe they're space aliens. Now, Tatanga himself, as we all know, is a space alien, so I wouldn't be surprised there. But why am I missing him so much? Seriously, that's not good. Tatanga needs more appearances. Then again, I probably would say the same of say what? He's not got any recognition either. At least Tatanga was in 2 games. Yeah, I don't count remakes as actual. Well, I suppose they are games, but they're as I say, Super Mario All Stars and dare I say Super Mario Advance were both remakes of Super Mario Brothers 2. Although I had all 3 of the NES era Mario games, so I don't know. But what I do know is that this game is weird, man. And I love it! The weirder the platformer, the better, I say. Well, not always, but certainly with this Mario game. And yeah, this one's gonna be hard to get up there. As I say, I've already said about these platforms that look like weights or something. And sometimes, due to the physics in this game, you may well just jump through them. That's how annoying this is. Seriously. I'm gonna put that down to physics. Again, the controls are pretty good, especially for a games console that only has like 3 round buttons, the A and B buttons. I don't think the select buttons are used to make you run, so yeah. Probably a lot of sore thumbs back in when I first got a Game Boy back in 1996. As I say, my mum wouldn't let me have any video games until I was a teenager, so yeah. But going through here, we actually get a shooter stage, seriously. We don't get many of them in the Mario games, and it's actually quite nice to see. This one is inside a submarine. I don't know if it's called... I know the name of one of them. Actually, no, I do know the name of the submarine. It's the Sea Pop. The later stage where we will get in World 4 is with a plane called the Sky Pop. Of course, for anyone who has watched Super Mario Bros. Z, this is the game where it originated. Seriously, in the whole episode where Mario is, in fact, one of the most ill-fated of all the Mario episodes that where Mario had to save Princess Peach from Bowser's Doom ship and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, you're just mashing the A button, shooting various fishies. There's even a trail of coins saying Mario's name, predating the Sonic games of all things, seriously. That's awesome, seriously. I love the little touches that were done to this game. And the fact we have a shooter stage in a Mario game. And towards the end of it, we face a giant seahorse. You know, I'm not joking. A giant seahorse that shoots energy beams and whatnot. And there's one bouncing around the arena. Seriously. When we hit him, he makes this strange sort of noise. Seriously, it sounds like a mutant sheep or something. Again, the limitations of the Game Boy or something like that. And once again, when we get to the end of the stage, we will run into, again, one of Tatanga's minions. Not a yellow little thingy, but no. Again, pretending to be the... Yep, and this one's become an octopus. Seriously, an octopus. I love this game, seriously! This game's insane, but I love it. And the next stage apparently has us dealing with Easter Island heads. And giant boulders as well. We'll get to that. But also giant Easter Island heads with wings. Again, beating the Kaboo enemies from, dare I even say it, the Kirby games, which already look like Easter Island heads themselves, do the Kaboos. But never mind, let's get across here. And more, bullet bills. Yes, bullet bills are in this game. We have bill blasters. In this case, the bullet bills are being shot out of pipes, which something that Bowser never thought of. I'm surprised he didn't think of that, because it sounds like a valid strategy, actually, against the Mario Brothers, but no, Bowser never thought of that. It was Tatanga. Totally Tatanga. And yes, likewise in the main games, you can easily just jump on the bullet bills to destroy them. No biggie there. And then we get a furious looking rock enemy who charges at you. Seriously. Seriously, it reminds me a bit of Nose Pass from Pokemon. Again. But I don't think he uses his nose as a compass, but that would be pretty badass if he did. Anyway, that being said, let's continue. Flying enemy there. I'm going to ignore him, unless I go right underneath him or whatnot. And head to the right. That guy's following me, seriously. Way to have a stalker there, game, seriously. Seriously, the AI on this game is really good, actually, for the enemies. Certainly, especially some of the newer enemies. But, yeah, I died to that guy. And then there's a whole bunch of those things. In fact, they behave like charging chunks to those rock enemies that charge at you with big arms and everything. Seriously, that's what it reminds me of, the charging chucks. Or the Koopa football players! Yes, Koopa football players. Well, we call them rugby over here. And then we get this whole area with spikes, and the only way to get over them is to use the boulder. But if you approach it wrongly, what will happen is that you will fall off the boulder. Seriously, that is a thing. And if you approach it wrongly, you die to the boulder. Seriously, that's insane. But a nice little gimmick at least. Seriously. And due to the limitations of the Game Boy, the boulders actually pop out of nowhere. Seriously. And then we get this pit at the end, which you have to jump off at the right time to get over it. And then we get this bit with a bunch of coins. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I think I'll be able to jump over the... Never mind. Jump over the gap because I'm being chased by a... Okay, what the hell? Does the game actually want me to get on the boulder? I'm gonna say yeah, it does. That will do me nice to get to the thing there and die to it. And jump right through them, absolutely, absolutely. But anyway, that'll be episode 1. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!